Go ahead.
Hey, how does that do that?
What did he say?
Hey guys, welcome to Hood's Little Toast to the Giant Dad.
Okay, you guys did not stay on the camera. Okay, so we are saying good morning from East Tennessee. And they had snow last night. They're calling it the snow of 2022. And anyone who wants to play in it has to do it by this evening because it's going to be gone. We aren't so sure we want to go play in the snow. That's why we ran away from Maine, to get away from the snow. So here what's going on here this morning. This guy and this guy have a little bit of a cold, so Uriah sounds funny when he talks.
Talk.
Right?
Hi.
We drew some pictures this morning.
Oh, and look at mine. It's a funny airplane, though.
I drew a picture of an airport.
Oh, yeah, here's mine.
Okay, so my picture of an airport was just a very quick drawing of an airport, and he copied it. And we also had, I don't know where. We,
Oh, and I did eyes.
Because we have a little fire truck, and we have a little airplane somewhere.
So,
Okay.
here's the fire truck station.
Yeah.
Here's the American Airlines Flight 93.
No!
So yesterday morning, I'll explain that later, but the kids were playing with their sister, and they were doing 9/11 and talking about 9/11. So he's making a funny hat on a guy. Naomi has a big pot of oatmeal going on. That thing's like full. We're going to make oatmeal cookies later. It's a Sunday morning, so there's our dishes. Monday morning. We don't do dishes on Sunday, and I was sick, so that is our pile of dishes with a big bright light over the top. It looks like they're glowing. They're really not. There's Virginia. Hello. And there's Mark with our coffee pot. I'll explain that.
That's my puppy.
A couple things have happened over the last couple days. If you've seen any videos from the camper, that spot above Naomi had a microwave in it, and the microwave stopped working. It only worked about 25% of the time, so we took that out. And here, I'll explain more. Virginia's gonna turn the camera towards me. Okay, so 2 nights ago, Saturday night, we got a text from our friend at like 3 in the afternoon saying there's supposed to be bad storms tonight. My mom said you can stay at her house. So Tyler's mom, thank you for the invitation to your house. We ended up not staying at Tyler's mom's house, but we stayed at our friend's house who live down the hill that are hosting us. We're living on a piece of their property. We went down to their house for the night. Thought we were gonna go down from like 6 o'clock till like 9 or 10 when the first part of the storms blew through. Well, the storm slowed down and didn't end up blowing through till like 4 in the morning. They're trying to fix the curtains behind me. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So, it didn't go through till like 4 in the morning. So we ended up sleeping down there on some bed. Like they didn't have.
Josiah's crawling mats.
They did have beds for us, but we didn't want to take over their beds. So we slept on Josiah's crawling mats down there. But with everything going on in the storm, people did not sleep well. Josiah had a couple seizures. It just was not a good night of sleep.
Oh, and
what?
I slept on Abel's bed.
Yes, their little boy Abel has a toddler bed, and he got to sleep on that. And then Josiah ended up sleeping on that for the rest of the night because Josiah couldn't fall asleep. So we moved the sleeping boy to the pads. Anyway, we were down there. They were very hospitable. We got to stay up and talk to them, visit, and it was just a really good time. The girls got to use their new Cricut. Thank you, Jesse and Tina, and did it with their kids. They're older girls. So where was I going with that? Oh, so we did that on Saturday night into Sunday morning. I woke up Sunday morning with a very bad headache and feeling nauseous probably because of the lack of sleep. We're trying to figure out a couple things of why I might be having that. So if you have a good electrolyte drink, that's part of my issue, I think. So let me know about that in the comments. But I woke up, so we came back to the camper at like 7 a.m. On our way back to the camper, Josiah had a seizure, so Mark had to carry him over his shoulder through the muddy, because it had poured the night before, that's the thunderstorms. So through the mud, had to carry him back here to the camper. We get back, I go to bed, and I sleep hard. Like most of the clothes are kept in our room, and people were crawling over me to get clothes, and I just was sleeping. I didn't even know.
Until past 10.
Until past 10 o'clock. So they woke me up at 10:30 so we could walk down the hill for church, which the church meets in our friend's house that we slept at the night before. And I woke up and was still really nauseous and said, I can't go. I feel like I'm going to throw up. So I I kept the baby. They all went down and had a great time at church.
Yeah.
Sometime in the midst of that, I woke up and decided to take Tylenol because at the start of the day, I just was nauseous, but then my headache got bad. So I took Tylenol. By about 1:30, I came down to the house and had lunch with everybody.
Yeah,
we were up here at 2 o'clock, and I was like, it's 2 o'clock, we're about
We
to eat.
will eat
Yes.
in Wallet when the came.
Yes, so we went down and all had, like, I had lunch with them, and then some other friends showed up. So there was a house full of people, and had been wet the day before, so there wasn't really a place for the kids to play outside, and it was a little crazy. All the families have lots of children, which is wonderful, but there was a lot of people. My head was still hurting. So we came back here last night. Mark and 2 guys came to chat,
3.
and the porch. Oh, Nick came up. So 3 guys came to chat. They were sitting on the porch, but it got cold, so they went and sat in our bus to visit. Which the bus is a very nice place to visit with.
Yeah, we steamed up the window of the bus.
And then I
Super
took
jabber.
out coffee. I didn't know I should have offered coffee to Nick. So anyway,
Have some.
okay, good. So then we came in here last night, and we were told last night that there was a snowstorm. That the school's here. So if you're from heavy snowfall, yep, Virginia, get a
What
picture.
a joke.
I can't really see it through the wetness on the windows, but there.
The schools here in Tennessee canceled school last night because of the predicted snow. They never would survive in Maine. But anyway, we were trying to make it hot in here last night, like warm enough, because it was our first really cold night since we've been in Tennessee. We had cold nights on our way down from Maine, but this is our first really cold night in Tennessee. So we had the furnace on, but our furnace has been having a problem where it clicks on, off, and it was doing that last night. So Mark was up online trying to figure out why it was doing that. Then we had our nightlight go off and our little electric heater go off, and we couldn't figure out why. Found out this morning that our GFCI switch had been flipped in the bathroom, which also controls the ones in the kitchen. A little confusing. So that's why my coffee pot was up on the other thing. It usually is in the kitchen. And yeah, so Mark was up a lot dealing with that last night. So he's a little tired today. So I slept all day yesterday. Hopefully Mark will get a nap today. What else is going on with us? Everyone in the church is going out to enjoy the snow. We're not sure we're going to do that.
They want to go sledding on that.
They want to go sledding on that. Oh, and just odd tidbit. I don't know what parts of the South this includes, but here in Tennessee, when they talk about a toboggan, they're talking about a beanie winter hat. That's what they're talking about.
Sled.
Not the sled. When they said they were going to go put on their toboggan, we were really confused. And now there's a big joke going on with all of us about the toboggans and the toboggans, whether you're sledding or you're
And
putting
baby
on a hat.
toboggans.
And baby toboggans to put on the baby's head. So, yeah, that was the excitement. We found out yesterday that a friend is expecting a baby, and that was very exciting. And what else is going on? I think that's it. So, gonna say bye? Bye, bye, bye. We'll hopefully get caught up on videos soon now that we've got some stuff figured out. Oh, also come back because there might be a camper remodel in process. So come back to find out details about that because we're trying to make the space more usable for ourselves. So we've got something else going on. So see you guys later.
They'll peep it
Bye.